Hello, today I'm going to teach you how to play Rescate en la Selva or Rescue in the Jungle. This is a really fun game. The objective of the game is to be the first one to reunite your two explorers who are lost in La Selva del Amazonas, in the Amazon's jungle. So for this, you must navigate along the river with your two canoes. Okay, so you have two explorers and two canoes like this. And the main objective is to be the first one to make them reach the same red spot. Okay, so for instance, if I'm here and the other explorer is here, by the moment I reach the same red dot, I will win the game. Okay. How to do it? You start the game with 9 movement cards, which I'm showing you right now. You play one card on each round, and this card indicates the number of movements you will have in this round. Okay, so for instance, this card shows that in this round I'll have 1 movement, 2 movements, 3 movements, and 4 movements. What can I do with 1 movement? With each movement you can do 2 things. Either rotate a pile 45 degrees clockwise, so for example like this, 45 degrees, or like this, okay, or you can move your explorer from one point to another as long as they are next to each other and connected by the river. So for instance, I can do this also with 1 movement, like from here to here. This is 1 movement. Another movement would be doing this, and another movement would be do this. Okay, so I just made 3 movements. First one was moving this explorer to this point. Second movement, rotate this pile, and third movement to reach this point, which are connected right now. Okay, so they're connected. I wouldn't have the chance to do this, for example, okay, because it's not connected. As you see here on this side, you just have trees, the jungle, but here you have the river. Okay, now you can rotate any tile as long as there is not a player from the other team on that tile, unless you're on that tile too. Let me explain. For example, yellow player needs just 2 movements to make the reunion possible. Okay, let me show you here. 1 movement and second movement, and the game will be over. But let's say I'm the green player and I play first, so I will use, for example, a card with 2 movements, and with 1 movement I will rotate 45 degrees this tile, so the yellow player can have the victory that easy. Okay, the other scenario would be like this one. For example, on this tile, so I cannot rotate 45 degrees this pile because I'm the green player and I'm not in there, but this tile, I am here, I'm the same tile, I'm on the same tile, so I can move it. Okay, and the yellow player can move it as well. Okay, can rotate. We both can rotate that tile since we're both on it. At the beginning of the round, everyone chooses a card and places it face down. When all the players have done so, they're flipped over. So for example, in this round I will play a 3, okay? 3 movements with this card. So I place it face down. I wait till the other players do the same, and we flip them up, and we see who has the lowest number. In this case, for example, if I'm playing green, the yellow player will play first in this round, okay, since he got a 2. In case both players have played the same card, the player with the bow token plays first. Okay, so in this case I have this bow token, so I'll play first, just in case we both used the same card. Okay, at the end of this round I will give this bow token to the player on the right. Okay, So the boat will be like rotating among all the players. But that's not all. There are some threats in the jungle that will certainly spice the game up. First peril is the crocodile, which will appear in case two or more players play the same movement card in this round. And in this case, the player with the bow token, here comes again, will have the right to launch the crocodile ball, this one, at the end of the round and try to knock down one exploder from a player who put the same movement card. Okay, so for example, both yellow player and me and the green player, we played a 3. So when we all have moved, I will have the chance to hit one of the yellow player's exploder. He will tell me which one should I aim to. And so let's say he told me to aim at this exploder. So I take the crocodile ball located behind one of these 3 tiles, meaning the ones that are closest to me, and make a finger push toss. So let's try. Let's say I miss my first shot. Okay, I didn't miss, so I hit him. So now, in case I throw him down from the boat, which I just did, yellow player will lose a move on his next turn. So if he played, I don't know, a 3, he will have 2 movements instead. And he also won't be able to move this exploder from one point to another on the next round, okay, on his next turn. So I put this crocodile token here to remind us that he just got hit by the crocodile. And on the next round, he won't be able to move this one and he will lose 1 movement. As you must already realized, having the bow token brings 2 benefits. Playing first and launching the crocodile ball, both scenarios only in case of a tie. So it's good to know how to take advantage of it. In case there is a tie, but neither of the players involved in this tie has the bow token, the player closest to having it will play first. The other danger lurking around is the anaconda. So when I play a card with the image of the snake, I have the right to move the snake at the end of my turn. So first I make my moves, and then I can do 2 things. Rotate the tile where the anaconda is as many times as I want. No movements of my card required to do this action. And then move it to any tile, as long as it's connected by the river, okay? So in this case, for example, I could put it here because it's connected by the river, okay? So let's make an example. For instance, I play this card, I play a 3. Let's say I'm here at the beginning of the round. So I make my 3 movements. First one could be this one, 1, 2, and let's say 3. And now I can move the snake. So I'm going to attack the yellow player, you see, because it's connected by the river. See? If this tile was put like this, I wouldn't have the option to attack the yellow player with the anaconda. But as you see, and since it's connected, I can do it. The effect of the anaconda is just exactly the same as the crocodile, okay? So the player attacked will lose 1 movement of his next turn and won't be able to move this exploder on the next turn, okay? This will remind us as well that this player is struggling and fighting with the snake. Once the snake reaches the same point as another exploder, it returns to the central point. Okay, so we put this token here and we put this tile here. One important thing about the snake is that it can only be moved by 2 players per round. Okay, so for example, if I if I use, I don't know, if I put like, I don't know, a 3, but two other players have already moved the snake. I mean, for instance, they both played one movement card with the snake, and they have already moved it. I won't be able to move it, okay? Just 2 eyes per round, no more. Okay, so here's the game setup. All the tiles are randomly put face down, and then we start flipping them up. As you can see, it's a game with a lot of strategy, which however doesn't prevent the little ones from playing and enjoying it at the same time. The game has been tested for over 2 years. At this moment, it is in its best version, with some components that can be really attractive to the eye, considering that a very striking crocodile ball can be created. The boats generate the sensation that we're actually sailing in the Amazonas. And with the rules of the crocodile and the anaconda, it becomes very interactive. And a game that actually makes you want to play and play tirelessly. So, so don't hesitate. Contact me. The game is really, really, really funny. Trust me.